guys, it's your girl Ariel Sunflower coming to you with my Melanated Bookworm channel. And today we are going to be reading, I believe this is chapter 4, Marlo of Love This by Lashae. So I've got my reading buddies with me. Let me go ahead and prop them up. So we got Dorothy, which is my personal favorite. We got Blanche. We got Rose. Speaking of Rose, this Rose, and then we have Sophia. Is she in the camera? Are you in the camera? Okay, there you go. Okay, so basically I already feel like, okay, why was I wasn't necessarily Team Noah per se, but I wasn't not Team Noah. Like, I already was like not Team Marlo from the get-go. Because I was like, oh, you haven't said anything bad about him, and she still hasn't, but he's clearly trash. What was wild to me is he's, talking about how wonderful she is and how beautiful she is and all this kind of stuff. But at the same time, he's like emailing somebody during class when he's supposed to be grading papers or whatever. It's just like, okay, you're saying how wonderful she is and amazing she is and all this stuff, yet you're like, I cheated. Yeah, I may have cheated a few times, a handful of times, sir. And I'm really up here feeling bad for him, for embarrassing himself in front of her family twice. Maybe the reason why she hasn't gotten with you like that is because she has a gut feeling. Because we have gut feelings sometimes, like something's not right. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something's not right. But he kept trying to brush past him emailing this person. And then he's going back to talking about other stuff. And I'm like, no, sir. Go back to what you just said. Who were you emailing? Only to find out after they did the deed and did the do. Did the whatever. After they did that, then he gets this, I guess, another email from her with naked pictures. And it's like, dude. Which honestly makes me feel like he only wants to be with her because she sees that she's going places in life and he's not. Because I feel like sometimes, man, woman, whatever, if somebody knows that they shit and they ain't doing nothing with their life and they see you actively trying to do stuff, they will want to bring you down, or they will try to latch on to you. Ooh. So let's get to this next chapter here. This next chapter is chapter 4. See, Marlo, Rose, Noah, Marlo. Okay, so this is chapter 4, Marlo. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive straight into it. Okay, here we go. For the past week or so, Noah has been a little distant. I kind of feel bad for the way I've been treating him. My main focus for the last couple of months has been school. I'll admit that. But since it was Valentine's Day, I wanted to do something special for him. I laid in bed for a few minutes after he left, then decided to call him. "What's up?" he answered. "Hi, I was wondering if you had anything planned for Valentine's." "I didn't. What's up?" "Okay, cool. I got it. Can you just be home by 8, please?" "Yeah, I got you," he told me before hanging up. Is he saying goodbye or? I feel like the other woman is more in the picture than he claims. No. I got up and went to the shower. As the water warmed up, I looked in the mirror. Some days I felt like I looked disgusting. My body wasn't where I wanted it to be, and I hated it. But everybody else says that your body is banging, girl, so hush. Hush. But food is life, true. And I wasn't ready to give it up. I laughed and I stared at my body for another moment, then turned off the light. I lit a candle and stepped into the shower. When I got out, I threw on some tights and a tee. In the car, I called Rose. En route to her house. Are you working or are you only going to school? Because I don't think Rose is working either. Are both of y'all just going to school and living? What if Marlo's only with him for a place to stay? What know, because she already said that her parents spoiled her and she had everything she wanted, so she wanted her own place so she could get it, I'm sure. When I got out, okay, I read that part. Okay. Come to the store with me. I'm cooking for Noah tonight. Come get me. I'm already on your street, I said, hanging up. I parked in her driveway and got out. Rose always had the best snacks, so I used my key and went straight to her cabinets. You stay eating, she said, coming from the back. So, and you always take forever to get ready, I replied, grabbing my snacks and heading to the couch. Yeah, well, beauty takes time, she yelled, walking back to her room. I shook my head and turned on her TV to find something to watch, knowing she would be back there a while. I've been trying to find this movie, I called out. What's that? She asked, standing in the hall. Or, what's that? It's this movie about a girl and her friend who kill a man and his son gets revenge. It's supposed to be good. Let's watch it, I said, getting comfortable on the couch. You stay finding weird stuff to watch, she replied, handing me a glass of wine. Oh, okay. Thanks. And so, I said, taking the glass. I thought you were going to the store. I am. We're going after this. I got comfortable and I must have finished the wine and fallen asleep because when I woke up, my insides were on fire. Oh my God, I yelled, holding my stomach. What's wrong? Rose asked, jumping up. I don't know. My stomach is cramping like crazy. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying they've been doing things unprotected. I don't know. Okay. Another pain shoots through me, and I grabbed my stomach again, trying to alleviate the pain. Okay, what do you want me to do? She asked. Shit, I didn't know. I wanted to tell her, but all I could say was, I have to pee. Help me. I cried, reaching out. She helped me to the restroom. When I sat on the toilet, it felt like my insides were being extracted from my body, and I cried out, Rose, what's wrong with me? She ain't a nurse. So you have to calm down, Marlo, Rose said, rubbing my back. I can't. Something isn't right, I said, standing up. I can't say why I stood up. We both looked into the toilet, and I'd never seen a blood clot so big. Is that? She asked. We both looked at each other, knowing what had just happened. What just happened? I think so. I think I need to go to the emergency room, I said, now scared out of my mind. I grabbed my keys, handing them to Rose, and she drove me. The car ride was silent, neither of us knowing what to say. When we got to the ER, we sat in the waiting room for an hour before I was finally taken back. Sounds about right. What seems to be the problem? The nurse asked. I don't know. I really can't explain. I had some cramps, then went to use the restroom, and it was a huge blood clot. I couldn't even hardly explain what I had just said when a wave of emotions washed over me. The nurse cleared her throat and took a deep breath. Okay, do you think you can pee in this cup for me? She asked. I took the cup and went to the bathroom in the room. When I pulled my pants down, it was a lot of blood. I think y'all are thinking what I'm thinking. I swallowed hard and peed in the cup. I tried to clean up best I could before returning to the room. Here, I said, handing her the cup and standing up because I didn't want blood anywhere else. Some time passed. She returned. So, you may have been pregnant, and what you saw when you used the restroom may have been the result of a miscarriage. But the thing is, they have not been using protection at all. And I remember she was saying that she was surprised that she hadn't gotten pregnant yet. And so I was like, okay, if you don't want to, that's here nor there. But main thing is that this is not good. This is not good. Okay. Oh, what? I yelled. A miscarriage. Did you know you were pregnant? No, I didn't. What do I do now? I asked. Because honestly, I've never experienced this before. We do an ultrasound to make sure you won't need surgery. We recommend no sex or tampons for a few weeks, and we can prescribe you something for the pain, she explains. Okay, is all I could manage to say. I don't really know how to process what just happened. After they finish with me, I go to get Rose from the waiting area. Oh, she wasn't back there with me? All right, let's go. Drive back to your house, then I'm going home. I tell her. What's wrong? What happened? She asked me. I had a miscarriage, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Give me a few days and I'll call you. I promise. I reply, and she nods in understanding, but speaks. You want me to stay with you? You don't have to talk to me. I just don't want to leave you alone, she offers. I don't respond. I just sit in the car and look forward. We sit in silence as she drives to her house first, then goes to the store to get my prescription and a bag of snacks. On the drive to my house, I call Noah, but he doesn't pick up the phone. Mind you, he's also been distant lately. But that's not keeping him from sleeping with her. Pretty sure he's sleeping with that other woman too. Me, can you come home? I need you. Super vague, especially after he's expected to come home for a romantic night. You need to be more specific. Just say, hey, you ain't gotta be super specific. Literally just be like, hey, something went terribly wrong. 911, I need you. This is urgent. Get home. That's it. You ain't gotta go into the whole, just something so he doesn't think, oh yeah, Knowing Noah, he's thinking probably he can get a 2-for-1. Rose helps me shower and makes me some soup. And we lay in bed eating snacks for the remainder of the night. So he just didn't come home at all? I feel a little better later in the morning. He didn't come home at all Valentine's Day night. Yet he was like, I can be home by 8. Okay, so you was with this other woman that you was looking at her naked pictures and all that. On Valentine's, you know what? No, because maybe something went wrong. Maybe he had a flat tire. Maybe, there was another emergency. Maybe he got somebody else pregnant. Let's just see. Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but that didn't work out for me so well last time. I head downstairs because I want something to drink. The downstairs is dark. Wait. I feel a little better later in the morning. I check on the bleeding. It's somewhat lighter. I head downstairs because I want something to drink. The downstairs is dark. I guess Noah never came home. I get my water and go back upstairs. I check my phone and it's 4:46 a.m. I call Noah. He doesn't answer. So I called back 7 more times, but still no response. Tired of him not answering, I get in bed and lay motionless for the next 2 hours. But don't y'all live together though? See, it's not like she has her own place, he has his own place. He could be at home new. They share a place. Rose begins to stare next to me. How long have you been up? She asks. Since 4. Noah never came home or called me since I talked to him yesterday morning. Damn. Do you want me to call him from my phone? She offers. No, I can't worry about him right now. I have a class in an hour. Thank you for last night. I pull her into a hug. She doesn't know how much it means to me that I didn't have to go through that alone. No problem. I'll take an Uber home. No, I'll take you. Let me shower, I tell her. I head to the shower and put on a hoodie and sweats to reflect my mood. After dropping Rose off, I go to my class and then straight back home to get in bed. I called Noah another 4 times with no response. Some Valentine's Day this was. After my class, I decided to go see my mother. I realized I needed her right now. I stop and get us both some wings. I know she's home and my dad isn't, which is perfect because I don't want him to know what I'm going through. I use my key. Mommy, I yell, walking towards the kitchen. Girl, why are you so loud? Sorry. Do you want wings? I asked, setting food on the counter. Now why would I turn down some wings? She asked me. Lemon pepper, hot, and plain wings, plus tots from Sonic, her favorite. What happened? She asked, reading me like a book. Is Dad here? I replied. Nah, he's at work. Like you knew he would be. Now tell me what's wrong, she said, fixing herself a plate. I had a miscarriage. I blurted it out, wanting to get it over with. Thank you. Lashae, thank you so much, because it's so many times that the main character takes forever to get to the problem, or they take forever to explain like, oh, this happened, or well, see, this whole thing. No, you get straight to it, and I like that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I blurted out, wanting to get it over with. She came over to me, and her warm hug made me feel a whole lot better. It was as if my pain had been transferred from me to her. I cried. Ugly, gut-wrenching sobs. She held me for what felt like forever. When I finally wiped my eyes and sat down, I knew my mom would make me feel better. She always knew just what to say and do. When did this happen? She asked. Yesterday, I replied. How are you feeling? I feel better, actually, now that I'm here with you. Rose was with me, though. That's good. It's nice that someone was with you. What did Noah say? I choked on a piece of chicken, unsure how to tell her that I hadn't spoken to him since yesterday morning and that he didn't know. I haven't talked to him. He hasn't been answering his phone. He doesn't know. What? Yeah, I mean, I've called and texted him. Yep, you're an emotional wreck because you realize, saying it out loud, that he is... Are things that bad between you two? Mommy, I honestly thought we were good. I told him to come home because I was going to cook for him for Valentine's Day, but when I went to pick up Rose to go shopping, I had a miscarriage at her house. So you haven't talked to him at all since yesterday? Nope. And I feel some type of way because I experienced that with my best friend. Were y'all trying to have a baby? No, to be honest. I'm sort of glad. Am I a bad person for not wanting a baby with him? If you don't want a baby with him, why are you having unprotected sex with him? Ma'am. Because first I was thinking like, okay, she doesn't want to marry him, but maybe he has all the good qualities of a good dad. So maybe she wants to maybe she wants to have kids with him. So that's why she's, doing things unprotected, left and right. I'm really trying to logicalize Marlo's mindset because school is so important. So important. But yet she's not. Not at all. You're entitled to feel however you feel, but you do need to have a conversation with him. I know. Whenever he decides to come home, you want to sit here with me tonight? I do. Can we bake cookies? Oh. The thought made me feel like a little girl again. I loved being around my mother. I knew it was a no judgment zone. Whatever you want. It's good, Mom. Can you not tell Dad just yet? I asked. Of course. Whatever you need, Marley. For the rest of the night, my mom and I ate and talked. Now that's a good mom. That is really a good mom, because first off, she already knew. First off, you popping up out of nowhere, didn't call, didn't text, you popping up, plus you popping up with food, plus you're my only child. So I wasn't born yesterday, first off. Second off, I know you. But I really appreciate the mom for not judging her, for not grilling her, interrogating her, all the things, that just. And I also love the fact that she's not like, oh, he seems like a great guy, or I don't know. I don't really know how she feels about Noah, but I do like that she's understanding of her saying am I wrong for not wanting to have a baby with him? Because girl, no, you're not. You are not wrong. Even if we didn't know what we now know about Noah, I would still feel like you don't need to have, because again, you want to go in this order of school, marriage, baby. So, okay, so let me just make a note here of these chapters so that way I do not forget. My little sticky stuff here. All right, so that was the first one was Marlo, then it was Rose, then it was Noah, then it was back to Marlo. I know that I can look on the main page, but it's just easier for me to do it like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so on our next video, we're gonna read chapter 5, which is Noah. Ooh, he better have a good reason. Noah better have a good ass reason for missing Valentine's Day, not responding to all of her calls and texts the day of Valentine's Day and the day after. Because I'm not gonna say that I feel that this man, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna say that this man most likely is sleeping with the very woman that he was emailing during class and was looking at her pictures right after him and Marlo finished. Immediately he's looking at another woman's picture. It's like, what is going on? But you love her though, so bad. See. If you loved her that bad, Noah, you would not be. Cause see, first, now mind y'all, on the first video, I was like, oh, she's wasting his time. She's wasting this man's time. And I was talking to Cogsworth. This time, literally, he's wasting her time. They're kind of wasting each other's time. You know what I mean? She wants somebody to fill the void. Because she's lonely and this and that. I feel like he just wants arm candy. And again, he knows that she's going places in life, in school, and he knows he ain't doing nothing with his life. I mean, he's a professor, but I guess that's not enough for him. I don't know. But he seems to be a loser. and he seems to be trying to latch on to her. But I digress. Okay, what I will say is that I really appreciate Lashae for like not beating around the bush with her characters, not giving this long dissertation or having them give this long thing before they actually tell, like, hey, I lost the baby. Like, just straight out, because it's a nice breath of fresh air. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my water bottle because Dorothy is thirsty. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll be right back. Give me like a good 2 minutes to go do that, and then I shall return. Okay, we're gonna read chapter 5, which is no more on the next video. So if you like this video and if you like all my beautiful golden girls, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.